Alright, what's up guys? My name is Zach and today I'm driving a 1991 BMW E30. Up front is a 1.8 liter inline 4 and down below is a 5-speed manual gearbox. So as you guys may know, this is not the first E30 I've reviewed, but the last E30 I reviewed didn't quite go so well.
I am so going to die. I can't even talk straight. This thing is so scary. I'm in a 1984 BMW E30 that the brakes don't work in.
So it's nice to actually be driving a fully put together E30 as opposed to whatever it was I reviewed last time. Let's talk about that 1.8 liter inline 4. Well, it's a lot peppier than you'd think. It's kind of almost feels like a Miata engine. It really wants to rev, which is really nice. It's very similar to also the E36 that I reviewed, the 318 Ti, because that had a 1.9 liter. It feels very similar to that. But this is now the 6th BMW in which I've reviewed. I never really thought that that would happen, but as it turns out, this is the 6th. I've reviewed now 2 E30s, 2 E36s, an E46, and a brand new 440i. So unlike the E36 and E46, the 5th gear isn't hard at all to get in. It just feels like any other gear, which if you guys haven't seen my reviews of E36s, you really have to muscle them to get them in to 5th gear. It's a sort of lockout that BMW put into place. Now let's talk about the interior. In front of me, I absolutely love the gauges. The E30's gauges might be some of my favorite gauges ever put into a car. I just really like the really basic, really simple, white-faced gauges. Down below that, you get little warning lights, which are very retro and really add to the whole feeling of the retro feeling with the gauges. In the middle, you get a radio, which has been since replaced, climate control, but next to the climate control, you get a little panel with a couple different buttons. You can get the time, the temperature, your average speed. You can even put in a code that you have to enter before the car will start. And then down by the shifter, you get your power window switches, which it's a 91 and it has power windows, which is super nice. And it's a 4-door, so you can control all 4 windows, which is huge. I really love the fact that it's a 4-door. The last E30 that I drove was a 2-door, and I go back and forth, but I think I'm sold on the 4-door. I really think they look better. And this interior of Nick's E30 is just immaculate. I've never seen an E30 with this nice of an interior. The back seat in this car is actually really comfortable. I was really surprised when I stepped back there, and it almost has a sort of stadium seating arrangement where when you sit back there, you're almost up above the driver. This car also comes with a manual sunroof, which if you guys know, my RX-7 has that as well, and I love it. I don't know why, I just really like manual sunroofs. They're kind of fun. You gotta pull the little handle down and then just twist it, and people look at you all weird, but just a lot of fun. And this one actually slides into the body of the car, unlike my RX-7 where you physically have to get out and then pull it out. Now, like I said before, I've reviewed a bunch of different BMWs. This is the 6th BMW I've ever reviewed. And if I'm honest, I think this is my favorite. If I could only have one BMW forever and ever, between the 440i, the 2018 that I reviewed, or E46 or any E36, I would take this one. I would take a 4-door E30. They just look so cool to me. They have that boxy 80s but also 90s look. The engine is really peppy. I'm not asking for any more power. They're fun little zippy cars. The 4 doors makes it super practical. Nick put an awesome roof rack on it, which looks absolutely awesome. I really want a car with a roof rack, if not an E30. And it looks like a car that you would want to drive cross country, which is exactly what Nick does with it. He goes to school in Colorado, and this is his car. This is the car that he takes out there when he goes to school. This does everything he needs it to do, and that's awesome, and it does it while looking good and being fun. The E30 is also one of those cars that I can totally tell is going to cost a lot of money in a couple of years. So if you're looking to buy one, I'd suggest buying one now. An E30 M, I've seen them go for $20,000, $25,000, even cars from the 90s. Like, that's insane. These cars are going up in value. Sure, that could be because people enjoy drifting them and crashing them consequently, but these cars are going up in price. So if you're looking to buy one, I'd suggest buying one now. And if you have one, I'd suggest holding on to it. This just really solidifies my argument that BMW just makes really solid cars. I've never driven a BMW I didn't like. Miata. I love Miatas so much. I don't know who made better cars overall, if it's Nissan or BMW, because almost every Nissan I've reviewed I've loved, and every BMW I've reviewed I've loved. And it's hard to do that with a car company. It's hard to drive multiple of their cars and love every single one of them and be impressed by every single one of them. But BMW just seems to do that every time I step into one. I'm thoroughly impressed, and I find myself driving away from the review in my own car wishing it were a BMW. And I'm gonna do that, I know, right after this review. I'm gonna get back in my Pontiac G6 and just hate the world and probably go cry and put on some Linkin Park or something and sit in my room, but it's fine. I'm not mad about it at all. God, this thing just loves to rev. I mean, I hate comparing cars to a Miata all the time because not all cars are Miata, but I'm really getting that sort of vibe. It really likes to rev. It's a fun little cheap rear-wheel drive car. And it just, even going the speed limit, which I am, you're still having fun. It's a ton of fun at the speed limit. It's slow car fast. Another interesting thing is that I've now reviewed an 80s Mercedes and an 80s BMW, and it's really interesting seeing how close they are, or how similar they are. Both of them feel really well put together, but this car feels less German than that. The Mercedes felt so German. And this just feels like a car that really anyone can own. I didn't feel the overbearing German pressure. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the review of the 1991 BMW E30. Hope you guys learned something about it. Don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, subscribe if you really liked it. Take care, guys.
There goes a sight from my soul.